A bill is making its way through the legislature aimed at ending so-called chemtrails.
Well, they've only gone and done it, and this wouldn't be possible without a group of people who walk among us, a group of heroes who aren't afraid to ask the big questions.
We got this going on. What do you call this?
Well, it's a tough question, but I'm going to go with clouds, please.
I don't remember these.
Now, I'll be honest, I was trying to think of something witty to say, but I honestly don't know what to say to a grown man who claims not to remember what a cloud is. So, next.
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
And this guy is always wrong about everything.
But that layer right there is a thick cloud.
Okay, he was right about that, but there were some things I clipped out that he was wrong about. First of all, he said, they don't want us having the natural sun.
They don't want us having the natural sun.
And apparently they don't want us having the farmland grown perfectly because they've got new plans.
They don't want the farmland being grown perfectly because they've got new plans.
And these plans involve a sequence of words that I have never heard any human being utter in my entire life.
They've got man-made test tube chickens.
Now, I can only hypothesize that perhaps Republican State Representative Kimberly Coates is very worried about these man-made test tube chickens because she has recently defended a bill in the Louisiana State House of Representatives, a bill to ban chemtrails.
Your bill would prohibit the intentional release of dispersion of these chemicals that you're talking about, and you said it's to control the weather? Is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, of course, if you were going to be defending such a bill in the State House of Representatives, you would come armed to that discussion with all of the specifics and all of the evidence, as we can see here.
Who is doing this?
There's multiple people, multiple groups, contractors.
We reached out to Coates for clarification on her claims, but have not heard back.
Well, that's a bit unfair. How much clarification do you need? She was highly specific. We know there were multiple people, multiple groups, and contractors. What more detail do you need? But she did provide some more. She told everybody in the State House how they can prove this for themselves.
So when you look up in the air, you watch for the big white lines across the sky.
And so I just need to look up. I probably haven't been looking up.
Of course, she hasn't been looking up. That explains this guy.
I don't remember these.
Now that bill has been passed and it's on its way to the Senate, and we will look at the specifics of that later on in this video. But for now, if you are worried about the link between clouds in the sky, aeroplanes and man-made test tube chickens, then maybe you should call the Cloudbusters.
Check out this cloudbuster I made in Haiti during the Haiti earthquake.
And basically I'm going to point it and erase.
Bless up Electroculture family. Super excited to share this antenna with you guys.
Hi guys, it's been latest Cloudbuster stroke Chembuster.
What I do is I pour water in the copper pipe, I let it pool right here, and what you're going to notice is above me, completely clear. That's the magic of a Cloudbuster.
Now the Cloudbusters are a group of individuals who have realized a fundamental truth. When there are clouds in the sky, if you do things or say things or build things for a unspecified period of time, eventually those clouds will disappear, and then you can claim that whatever you've done or built or said is responsible. Just like we'll see with this guy here, who absolutely has not sped up this footage at all. Well, I'm convinced it's uncanny, isn't it? And legend has it, I mean, I cannot confirm or deny this, but legend has it he did indeed eventually achieve the power of flight. But if you're concerned about clouds and man-made test tube chickens, but you lack the stamina to flap your arms for 8 to 9 hours, perhaps you could take a copper pipe and place it on some step ladders, and then just pretend that that is doing something.
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. You can tell how effective it is, because it's passively working. They're spraying above me right now. Look in the distance, it's holding out, it's sticking in the sky. Whereas here, it's fading out as they spray. Look at that. It's just vaporizing it as they fly through it. See that? This bad boy right here, doing the business. Doing the business.
Can you imagine that? The mysterious them, with all of their millions and millions of dollars, all of their resources, all of the people working for them to make sure that they can finally achieve their dream of having clouds in the sky and man-made test tube chickens walking the earth. Imagine that huge organization being foiled by your mate Dave and a copper pipe on his step ladders. It is crazy, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a look at what this bill's all about. Well, there is regulation already in Louisiana about weather modification. Let's have a look at what the definition of weather modification is over there. The definition essentially is the changing or controlling by chemical, mechanical, or physical methods the occurrence of lightning or the precipitation of rain, hail, mist, sleet, or snow. And this regulation is obviously there because of scientific research into things like cloud seeding. To be involved in that kind of thing, you need a license. We can see here. Necessity for license application. Any person who engages shall, prior to engaging, obtain a license from the commissioner. So the commissioner will be informed of whoever's doing this. Not only will the commissioner be informed, but post the research, the commissioner shall evaluate every modification operation and publish the results. So as far as we can see, the present law makes everything pretty transparent. If you are engaging in research to do with cloud seeding, etc., then you apply for a license and the results are published, nice and straightforward. And the bill that has just been passed on to the Senate recognises that that is the present law, and it proposes that that present law is repealed. So essentially, anybody that wants to go and do any scientific research will not be able to apply even for a license to do it. The only exceptions would be for firefighting, agriculture and forestry activity purposes at altitudes under 1,000 feet. And this is what makes the bill so utterly futile in the first place. If passed at the Senate, which it won't be, all it will do is limit open and honest scientific research that is being published anyway. These chemtrail conspiracy theorists believe in these secret organizations that aren't operating to the law as it stands. So why would changing the law change that? It would make no sense whatsoever. If people really are out there doing what these people claim, which they're not, then they'd already be breaking the law. Because they wouldn't have applied for a license and it wouldn't all be public and transparent. Crazy. But why am I applying common sense? Common sense in this topic left the building a long time ago. For example, did you know that they aerosol injection spray into the sky to form synthetic clouds and then high-powered antennas disperse it through resonance? Sounds totally legit and not bonkers at all to me. Anyway, I realise this has been a very short video. It's just been an incredibly busy week. I will be back hopefully next week with a couple of videos actually, and I will keep you updated on how this bill goes in the Senate. Is it passed or is it not? And I'll keep you updated on the progress of the man-made test tube chickens. I'm sure we're all looking forward to spending a bit of time with them. For now, take care. Goodbye.